Red 2 standing by, all for lit, and in the green, welcome back to Mario Party. And it is time to head to Bowser's Magma Mountain. We purchased that pretty recently, and we are going to actually add the totals for this board to the stat sheet, because I screwed up a while ago on Wario's Battle Canyon. I accidentally put Yoshi in there instead of DK, so in order to get the stats just right, what I will need to do for this game is I will play as Yoshi again, and we're having Peach, Wario, and DK. This is the last time Yoshi will be appearing. For the next board, I will need Mario, Luigi, Peach, and DK. So we've got that set, everybody has been set to hard, and we've picked up a brand new board. Use your star power to teach that pesky Bowser a lesson. Once again, we're going through for 35 turns of torture and fun. Let's get going. Who's going to win? Bowser's Magma Mountain. It looks like we're looking over it from the jaws of one of those statues. There we go, there's a giant hollowed out volcano. And here we are. It's been a while since I played this one. Welcome everybody, I am your guide Koopa Trooper. Now comes the battle with Bowser. Bowser has failed to bring your adventures to an end. He is entrenched in his volcano and is forcing you to fight. Spectre did that, 32 years before this one came out? I think that's... I wonder if that was the original volcano base, you know? That kind of gets me interested, because in all fairness, the James Bond series actually did have, in the novel Thunderball, the first popular example of nuclear terrorism. You know, the cliche, steal some nuclear warheads and hold the world to ransom bit that Dr. Evil spoofs in the first Austin Powers. That debuted in Thunderball. If it didn't debut in Thunderball, Thunderball was the first example of that particular trope popping up in fiction that was well known. So yeah, there you go. Little bit of information for you. Bowser awaits you at the volcano summit. Whoever can defeat that Bowser is a true superstar. I have one piece of advice. Even now the volcano looks as if it may erupt. Don't excite it. Don't step on the question mark spaces. And we decide turn order. Is it going to be... I'm last again. So I've rolled either a 2 or a 4 and I got a 9 once. So... let's get going on our second... well, it's third last board, actually. Whereas we had a sort of subtle military theme in the previous board, just listen to this bit when we get it going, and I swear it sounds like it should be accompanying marching communists. Well, that set itself up quite nicely, so let's... game! Let's take a look at the board while I'm being tortured by a slow block. So, these shortcuts. You can pay 10 coins to take these shortcuts. They'll generally move you further up the volcano. There is one here, which will skip the star if somebody takes it, and one over here, which will take you to that outside path. Note that when you pay the coins for the shortcut, you have to hit a dice block. You will either get Bowser, in which case you don't get to take the shortcut, or the star, which means you do. If you get Bowser, your coins aren't refunded, which is a pain in the backside, to put it lightly. The happening spaces scattered around the board will transform all the regular blue spaces into red spaces. Things like the mushroom space and the minigame spaces will still remain as their usual selves. If you go up here, you must take a roulette. If you get the star, you get to go down and see Boo and you can steal coins. If, on the other hand, you go to Bowser, Bowser will either steal coins or a star. This is the only time in this game Bowser can actually steal stars, which sucks. So it all depends on a lot of luck, and those predetermined dice rolls really, really come into play, ready to screw people over. It is worth noting this volcano can erupt, despite the fact it is very clearly hollowed out and dormant. That's how the blue spaces become red spaces. So, that's a bit ridiculous. And I had a feeling I was going to roll a 1, and the game just decided I was going to roll a 1. So, we're already off to a fantastic start, and I've got to work on the save settings. Mushroom mix-up. Let's see how we go. You've seen it all so many times. I don't know why I keep jumping. I can just run. Maybe I want to make absolutely sure of it. Usually you can just run, but it's probably better to jump so that you make absolutely certain. That was good. Peach somehow survived there. How did Wario survive? Well, DK's out of the picture. This is already getting pretty interesting. Peach is out of it. Edge guarding. Works in Super Smash Bros. Works here. Oh no, I couldn't jump. I was still squashed and I couldn't jump. I didn't realise. Damn it. So, it is entirely possible for the AI to blow their coins on a shortcut and not be able to make the star. So, let's see what happens. So, here is the shortcut in action. See the dice block? That was very clearly a star. That was actually very clearly a star. So yeah, you get hosed if the game just decides. DK has a dice block. And he's got a slow block. Yeah, if the game decides it doesn't like you, you can really get hosed on those shortcuts. They're almost not worth it. Peach gets the mushroom. We have had a distinct dearth of people being sick throughout the project. It's usually me. Alright. Let's take that minigame space because I want coins. Memory match. I haven't had this one. I should be okay at it. So, this is the first occasion of there being a secret board. Quite often, the Bowser board has to be unlocked in one fashion or another. So, you had to unlock Bowserland by playing all the regular boards in... yeah, there was a shell. You had to unlock all the Bowser boards by playing each of the regular boards once in Mario Party 2. Alright. Bowser. This is the regular mushroom, which is down here. So, you had to, and I can't quite remember how you unlocked Waluigi's Island in Mario Party 3. I think you had to play the story mode. You had to unlock some of the dual boards by playing story mode, and you'd unlock Waluigi's Island from story mode, because that was where you took Waluigi on. There we go. I can't quite remember much about Mario Party 3. I might bring that to the channel someday. But so you had to unlock that. Interestingly, it's one of the few occasions where there isn't a Bowser board. There isn't even a dual Bowser board. I think playing the story mode, you had to get Bowser's Gnarly Party. Then you had, in 5, you had to unlock Bowser Nightmare by beating the game's story mode. Rightio. Okay, I ran good interference. DK just got to go straight up the middle. Very nice. I can at least say I did something. There's no Bowser board in 6 either, but you had to unlock Clockwork Castle by getting 100 stars. Much like how you unlock Eternal Star in this game. Oh yeah. I like the fact that they actually have autosave in later... The autosave after each turn in later boards. Wow, DK just got hosed. What? That sucked. Man, DK, that was brutal, man. Looks like Peach is in the running to get the first star. So there's no Bowser board in 3 and 6. 7... Well, I suppose they stopped doing the Bowser boards after 5 now that I think about it. Because there isn't really a Bowser board in 7. They go... Well, actually, they stopped it for a little bit. They go back to it in 8. But yeah, usually the Bowser board has to be unlocked somewhere along the way. And they've usually got the biggest traps, but Bowser Land in Mario Party 2 is really good. I really love that one because it's so creative and it does everything sort of so differently. There we go. Because you get coins from the bank. If you land on the bank, you have to pay the bank back all the money. They will go easy on you if you don't have enough money. But if you have no money, then you will actually wind up having to forfeit a star. Which is pretty nasty, all things considered. DK can't get that first star. So Peach is going to get the first one. DK's got a mushroom, and we've had 4 mushrooms and a slow block to add insult to injury. Peach surely can't. Peach can screw that up. This is Mario Party. Why do I think that nothing can go wrong? Everything can go wrong. Oh, it's Bowser's chance time. Who's he going to pick on? Alright, who is the poor soul losing coins? I don't like that omen. What do we got? DK is losing more coins. Oh wow, DK's broke. Man, this game hates DK. Wow. That is just out and out evil. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't want to take the shortcut. Because if I do succeed at the shortcut, I catch up to DK. Decisions. I go this way. There we are. It's everyone onto Peach. Well, we're going to lose coins. DK's going to be flat broke by the end of this. There's usually a fair bit of unlockable stuff in most Mario Party games. There's a fair amount of content, but all the basic stuff remains the same. Alright. Ground pound. Come on, guys. This feels like the worst chase scene ever. Come on. Look, I know it. We've got to at least try, okay? The piranha plant doesn't even try. Do we have to sync up our jumps or something? They don't... I mean, I'm not doing a fantastic job, but honestly, guys... That was good. We must have to sync everything up, but the piranha plant spends so much time lagging behind the cloud, you really have to wonder if it's trying on top of that. Like, if you're halfway competent and mash the buttons well, you're not losing that. What turn are we on? This is turn 5. Wario's missed it as well! Unless... If Peach somehow gets a warp block... I was legitimately expecting a warp block, so there's the first star. That was weird. So it's an early... Give a shout and get to work. What do we need to be shouting about? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so this was my philosophy. She's got a mushroom, 5 mushrooms, and nobody's been sick yet. Alright, it is time for the Bowser decision. We'll let fate decide. It's Blue's the boy, Red his mother. That's it, isn't it? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Been a while since I watched episode 1. Alright, so I need to get to that shortcut. It's just... I'm kind of limping around the board here. It is, like, my one weakness. I'm a bit more intelligent than these guys. I can strategize better. But I'm really at the mercy of the RNG. And most of all... I'm at the mercy of really, really, really bad dice rolls. Now, where is it? There's a sign near Wario. What is that sign? There it is, there it is, there it is. I see it, I see it, I see it. It's mine, it's mine. I have legal rights. I'm claiming this treasure under international maritime salvage law. You know, there is actually... So, Flotsam and Jetsam actually do have proper meaning. Flotsam, I think, is something that's sunk on a ship and is just sort of floating in the ocean. I believe it can be legally claimed. Jetsam, on the other hand, I think is actually jettisoned from a sinking ship, and it might still be the legal property. There's something else that winds up popping up in there, and I think something that is considered derelict is actually sunk at the bottom of the ocean. There is an actual meaning somewhere connected to treasure or goods which belonged to a certain company that were lost in a shipwreck that actually inspired the original meaning of derelict. But yeah, Flotsam and Jetsam, by this point Future Me has probably put up a fair bit of information. But yeah, Flotsam and Jetsam actually do have proper meanings, and they are legally distinct according to international maritime salvage law or whatever it is. I think Wario's won this. Just. I mean, mind you, he might have an easier time if he had a smaller caboose, but... Not to say that's exactly a problem. Wario's got a fairly powerful butt slam. I'm actually playing the original Wario Land on the 3DS because I mostly add a lot of money to that through my Switch account, and then just I'm getting all the old games. So I think the odds of going to Boo must be a bit better than the odds of going to Bowser. So he's got to steal from... Why not steal from Peach? I have not done anything to you, DK. Okay. 7 coins, I'll live with that. And he's got a minigame, dang it. Alright, great. More time wasting. Skip this. Alright, we're on turn 6, right? And Peach is going to steal from me as well, which is really petty. That's really annoying. Like, okay, I've got the most coins. Big deal. Peach is actually in the lead. Do they not see that she's got a star? I could use a big roll here. Why does the game do this to me? Like, seriously. The fact that it's all predetermined, like, it's not even my fault given that it's all predetermined. It just means the game is laughing at me. Alright. Let's bring the nose down a little bit. Let's tweak the eyebrows. That looks pretty good, I'd say. Maybe I need to fix that eyebrow a bit more. Oh, 1 point off.
You were close.
And mine was actually accurate compared to DK's. Like, why do I wind up on the receiving... I get a bad dice roll, and then I wind up on the receiving end of some Oak-level judging criteria. Warrior's got 2 hidden blocks, and they've both been... Now, steal from Peach. Thank you, that's the intelligent decision. Only 4 coins. But it's the principle of the thing. Now, because I've been moving around the board at the speed of continental drift, unfortunately I'm not in the running to get that star down there. Unless I get a 10. 2, 3. I'll get a happening space if I'm successful at going this way. It's worth a punt. This is worse than Russian roulette. That was Bowser and I got a star. Okay. So, this allows me to end the video by making the volcano erupt. Because I'm just spiteful. Bowser's attack changed all the blue spaces into red spaces, so everybody's losing money for a couple of turns. And the last minigame of part 1 is Musical Mushroom, which is a crapshoot because, as I said earlier, I have a big disadvantage on account of the fact that I have reaction times. I have to wait to acknowledge the stimuli involved and make the appropriate movement. I might have made it first, except somehow I didn't jump up on the mushroom. And great, I end in last by 1 coin.